Hello and welcome to Sincere Tarot. This is your mid-November element sign check-in, and we have got the fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So I'm going to start by pulling a Mystic Monday card for the theme for all of the fire signs. Make sure you check the timestamps in the pinned comment section below so that you can go to your individual zodiac sign after my general introduction to all of the fire signs. And also, I will make a timestamp for your destiny card. Everyone gets to pick their own destiny card, like in all of my videos. So let's start with the theme. So I've already shuffled all of my cards off camera. I'm just shuffling a little bit more. So what is the mid-month check-in theme for November for the fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius? Oh, this is nice. So this is our theme for the fire signs for your mid-month November check-in. We have got the Seven of Pentacles. So it looks like what I see is hard work. It could be anything from investment. I mean, it could be improving training and skills and things like that. But it's essentially like labor, a labor of love. But you are definitely going to pay off in the end because there will be lots of growth and prosperity. Now this is a new deck, so I'm just going to see if there's any extra information with the Seven of Pentacles with my Mystic Mondays. So it's not just investment, right? But it's also patience in this pursuit. And also this is for long-term sustainability when it comes to finances, property, investment, things like that. So it's work, but it's work that is well worth doing, and it's short-term pain, long-term gain, but it is a labor of love. So, well done. All right, so that is the fire sign mid-month November check-in theme. Now I'm going to start by pulling two cards from my Tarot of the Cat deck. Again, I've shuffled this off camera. I'm just shuffling a little bit more. This is still for all fire signs, and then afterwards, I'm going to pull more cards for the individual signs. So let's see. Okay, interesting, and we've got even more pentacles as well. So for the third week of November, for all of my fire signs, we have got in the third week the Two of Swords. So essentially this is some sort of a choice. You're weighing your options, you're using your rational, logical mind, you're really thinking about it. But this is definitely a choice. It's not emotional, it's not from your instincts. You really need to think about this. You need your rational, logical mind. I always suggest with this card making a pros and cons list when it comes to this choice, and then just looking at that list and then deciding. But it's a difficult choice. I don't think you'll hesitate too long. This is also the type of choice you don't want to hesitate too long. You really do need to effectively figure out what decision you're going to make and not dawdle. And it seems like Aries, Leo, Sag, that you are going to end up making a choice because it's going to be a very beneficial choice. During the fourth week of November, we've got the Queen of Pentacles, and this is a strong female energy who is very sensible and logical and good with money and no nonsense, sometimes a little bit stubborn, but that's because this sign is very, very practical. So I really see a lot going on in a positive way when it comes to money and investments, work, skills, things like that, because I do see a lot of earth element influences. All right, now I'm going to start off with Aries. Hit the timestamp in the pinned comment for Leo and Sagittarius. And like I said, I'll have a timestamp at the end for everyone to pick your own destiny card. So Aries, what is going to carry on with Aries? I'm just going to shuffle. Actually, no, I'm not going to shuffle anymore. All right, so I'm going to pull I haven't pulled a Thoth card deck, but I am or a card from this deck, but I'll just show you that I am shuffling a bit more before I do. And last but not least, I'm going to pull a Mystic Mondays Tarot advice card. Just going to shuffle a little bit more. All right. Okay, so for my lovely Aries, I believe that you are going to have some sort of an offer, a proposition. We've got the King of Swords. This likely has to do with, in the third week, the Two of Swords, a decision. And so it might have been that a particular offer has been made to you by someone, okay? You could have been making that offer, but I feel like for most of you, you are receiving the offer, and that is why, from someone who is a little bit more experienced in whatever area of your life that you are having to make this decision in. But it is an interesting decision, and definitely make sure you get on the same page with this person. So if you need to ask questions, ask questions. This might not seem like the type of person that really seems very approachable. They can be a little bit detached potentially sometimes, but sometimes in some situations that's good. But don't be shy about asking questions that are logical and sensible, because you do need to have a lot of those answers to get that. All right, so comment below, tell me what this choice is. But let's see, what is the undercurrent? Oh, interesting. Wow, we have a lot of swords. You have a lot to think about, a lot on your mind for the latter half of November. All right, so we've got the Three of Swords is sorrow. So this is the undercurrent, okay? I'm really getting the feeling that this choice is a really, really, really difficult choice. And there is an undercurrent of pain and disappointment and mental stress and anguish. And it sucks. It really sucks. There's no way to beat around the bush. You do have to make a choice. You really need to think rationally about this. Keep your emotions out of it, like out of it, okay? You also need to make sure that you're calm and level-headed when you're making this choice. Yeah, and this is your advice card. We've got the Hierophant, okay? So yes, when it comes to making this choice, you do have to be rational and logical and level-headed, but just know that you are being spiritually backed. That everything will come out properly in the end. And yeah, you also need to go by the conventions and traditions that you have to work with. If there's a legal system or some sort of system in place, like, you have to work with that system. But you are being divinely supported, and this is, you are being supported from a spiritual perspective. And also you might find comfort in practicing religious beliefs or spiritual beliefs or some sort of tradition, even if it's meditating, you know, a few minutes a day, just like positive focus journal, just some sort of tradition to give you some structure in your life and help you with this decision that you're making that does have a massive undercurrent of pain, okay? And just know that you are supported, okay? I'm now going to do Leo and Sagittarius, but make sure you click the timestamp to pick your own destiny card. All right, Leo, so we've got a lot of hard work with the Seven of Pentacles theme. We've got, in the third week, the Two of Swords, a decision. And then in the fourth week, we've got the Queen of Pentacles, which is positive when it comes to practical earthly matters, including money and work. Let's see what okay. Sorry, I shouldn't be laughing at this. Leo, an extra add-on theme that you have for the latter half of November. We've got the Five of Wands. You've got a little bit too much on your plate. You're struggling a bit, and you really need to ease up on, this is just my own personal advice whenever I see the Five of Wands, is you really need to ease up and be realistic with yourself. I think that there are just so many things that you want to accomplish. You want to do it all. And you know, all of these things that you want to do are well worth doing. But if you do too much, you end up doing nothing. You have too much on your plate. So I think that that might be in the third week. You really need to actually think realistically, logically, cut through the bullshit. Like, what realistically can you actually accomplish this month? Prioritize. And that's not from what you feel you want to do. That's not from what everything that you want. Like, it has to be very logical, rational. Like, sit down with a pen and paper, and you need to hardcore prioritize your goals. Write down everything that you're doing, and then be very clear-headed, logical, and rational, and think about must, should, could. Get those 3 categories on a piece of paper. Really prioritize. What are the things you actually must do, okay? The things that you should do and the things that you could do if you had time. Hardcore prioritize, okay? Let's see. Oh my gosh, I'm so rough month. Damn it. Okay, I see. Okay, this is the undercurrent for the latter half of November. We've got the 10 of Swords, ruin. Not fun. Not fun. The Swords is one of the, I would say, is the most difficult of the suits when it comes to Pentacles, Swords, Wands, and Cups. Like, Swords is the most painful, in my opinion, right? So there's an undercurrent of you feel like everything is just falling apart. It could have potentially, you might have been backstabbed. Something has happened to like ruin a particular aspect of your life and causes massive anguish and stress. I think that has to do with a decision that you do have to make in the third week. But essentially that's why you like, maybe in the past you've been able to accomplish all of these different things that are on your plate and do well with that, but you've got too much mental anguish right now about something that's happened. I feel like relatively recently for a lot of you, that you're just not in the right mindset to be able to actually do the things that you want to do, okay? You have to have the right mindset to actually accomplish a huge amount of goals. If you don't have the right mindset, and for good reason, you're stressed for a good reason, right? But you have to be in the right frame of mind to accomplish a lot of things. And if you're stressed, then you need to prioritize reducing that stress. But the one good thing I will say about the 10 of Swords, okay, Leo, is that this is the last big, major, horrific thing when it comes to whatever it was that happened that ruined you in a way, that ruined this aspect of your life. It's the last of it because it's a 10. That's the final chapter. You will never go through that much pain, stress, and suffering again in that aspect of your life for whatever happened, okay? That's it, right? And so in the future, you will be able to get back on track very easily. Okay, this is your advice card, all right? I love this one. So we've got Judgment. Justice will be served. Whatever happened, whatever this person did to you, justice will be served. Things will be set right, okay? That actually is in motion, in action right now. I would also say that now is a time of reflection and evaluation, and this will absolutely pass, and you will come out on top in the end, all right? It seems like you've been backstabbed or screwed over in some way, whether it was by a person or a situation or whatever. Justice will be served, Leo, okay? I promise you that. Click on the timestamp in the pinned comment for your Pick Your Own Destiny card. All right, Sagittarius, last but not least of my lovely fire signs, one of the most spiritual of the fire signs, so I know you're watching. Okay, we've got, okay, so just to quickly go over, we've got the 7 of Pentacles as a theme for all fire signs, so hard work, fruits of labor. Third week, we've got the 2 of Swords, a choice, and then the 4th week, we've got the Queen of Pentacles, so really practical, common sense, down-to-earth type of person and energy. Now, the extra theme for you, Sagittarius, is we have got the 10 of Wands. So it seems that, you know, you've accomplished a lot in your life. You've got a particular goal. You've decided what it is. You're moving forward with that. You have accomplished a lot. in the past, and you are going to be moving forward with your next goal. I am presuming that this has to do with some sort of like money work related matter, as we've got, the Seven of Pentacles as a theme and the Queen of Pentacles during the 4th week, and then this also might have to do with in the 3rd week the choice that you're making with the Two of Swords. Ooh, okay, I'm totally right, because look at this. This is the undercurrent, and I love it, all right? So whatever goal that you're moving forward with now, we have got the 9 of Pentacles. You're going to make some money, okay? This is going to be good investment for your future. It could be, skills or just some sort of project, training to get more money, going back to school. But there is going to be some sort of financial gain with whatever it is that you're moving forward with. So I would say when it comes to money and things like that, you're definitely moving forward in the proper direction. It could be property, it could be stocks, anything like that, anything material wealth, okay? And definitely looking really good for money, because look, this is your advice card. We have got the 6 of Pentacles. So with the 6 of Pentacles, you're able to juggle so many things. You're able to have a lot of prosperity. This is about giving and receiving. So like putting money in to get money out. You can't make money without spending money, and you know that. And just like the flow of money and just having a really good positive attitude around money will help you get money. If you look at money like a river, like water going down a river, you know that there is that flow. You just need to tap into it, and that's the energy that you have, is to tap into that flow, like being a money magnet. There's actually this meditation that I need to try it a little bit more now, but you can actually meditate and then pretend that you visualize that you are a money magnet, and then just all of this money and things that are very valuable just stick all over you, and then you'll have that really good flow for money, okay? And you'll really attract money. All right. Now, for all of my beautiful fire signs, we are now at the point where you pick your own destiny card. So pick a number, 1, 2, or 3. This is your extra advice card or destiny card for the latter half of November. 1, 2, or 3. Wow, it's crazy. This is crazy how some of you are having such different months, okay? So if you picked 1, we have got the Tower, all right? So something completely fell apart and it totally blindsided you and it was not fun. But at the end of the day, it was meant to happen because things that are not strong and that are weak are going to fall apart eventually. And sometimes we need a big, just like, smack to make us figure out that this was not going to last, whether it was like a relationship or a job or a house or just something, right? It was not going to last. If it wasn't going to happen now, it was going to happen at some point. And sometimes when there are things that are not working for us and we're refusing to get off of our butts and just walk away from a situation or change a situation, the universe comes in and is like, you're not going to make this change that needs to be made, and it just pulls the rug out from under you, okay? So it's kind of like makes that decision for you. So this is going to be horrible to hear right now, and you probably won't believe me, a lot of you, is that it is better in the end. It would have been way worse if the situation had stayed on longer, like way worse. And I know it's bad, but it would have been like 10 times worse if you kept holding on to whatever this was that you weren't letting go, or something you maybe didn't even realize that there was a problem, but there was a problem. And I think upon reflection, you'll realize that, okay? All right, if you pick 2 for your destiny card, we've got the Sun. Everything is just going to be so bright and beautiful and looking amazing and loving life and enjoying the people around you and all of the good things that life has to give, and celebration and growth and prosperity. I love the Sun, and we wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't for the Sun. So we should be very, very thankful for that. And that gratitude is what's going to help bring a lot of joy as well to you, okay? If you picked 3, we've got the 3 of Wands, and also Wands is the fire sign, so it's totally you in your essence in many, many ways. So the Three of Wands is virtue, and it's just coming out on top and finding balance with spiritual energy and moving in a positive direction, and a lot of spiritual growth as well. So well done. I hope that was helpful. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. Comment below. Tell me what resonated with you. Tell me what kind of videos you want to see in the future. And I hope you have a great month. And see you next month. Bye.